This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 FM and iTalk1067.com. Also brought to you in part by Northland Pioneer College, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Deemer's Glass, Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center, Horn Auto Center, Honda Ski and Outdoor Sports, and Comfort Fit Dentures. And now, Sholo Ford presents high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Thank you for sticking with us here as it's the second game of the Round Valley Roundball Shootout. This one, a girls matchup, pitting the Many Farms Lobos, who are wearing white, coming across here left to right, against the MOGOLLON Mustangs, who are wearing black with red going down the side. Had a turnover that caused the Lobos to take a quick timeout. That came after a little bit of a breakdown defensively. So a couple of things to talk about as they enter it inside. That's Begay trying to turn around from the right block and cleared out by the Mustangs and Perry. Already with the 2-0 lead, 1 minute into the first quarter as a bounce pass is intercepted, taken away by Chateau and the Lobos as she tries to go up front where she was looking for Samara Pahi. Ball's inbounded to a wide open shooter, and Harvey's got the Comfort Fit Dentures 3-ball up and good. Raylene Harvey, without hesitation, gives her team its first lead, 3-2. 6 minutes, 56 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Start the reversal as Many Farms packing a zone, actually bringing it well up to the free throw line as they're taking a dribble toward the top of the key. Porter, nothing there, so she goes over to Hayden Franco, who winds up going to the far sideline, and Perry tries to hit a runner. That's Heidi Perry. Couldn't get any rim, but it's out of bounds on the rebound. It'll stick with the Mustangs. Quick adjustment after the timeout taken by the Lobos is extending the zone off the baseline, but there can't get outside quickly enough. Is that a Comfort Fit Dentures 3-point shot or a long two? As the ball rolls free on the inbounds, that was a Comfort Fit Dentures 3 from Marissa Perry. Her first gives the team a lead back as they were able to convert previously, enough for us to turnover. Now Perry with the inbound is going to try another one, this time in front of the Many Farms bench, but it's not good. Front rim rebound taken by Lavana Ben, and here come the Lobos down 5-3. We're able to get Raylene Harvey freed up on the near side for a 3-ball. She bounces it inside, where going on the dribble drive, her shot was blocked. That was Begay going on the attack, but in so doing, she was pushed as a foul is called on Perry. That's the first on either side here in the first quarter. 5-3, 6:09 to go. And Jillian Begay is going to the charity stripe to shoot 2, trying to tie it up here. As her first one is on the way, but a little bit short. Able to split it. Begay with her first point, and then set it up in the extended 2-3 zone. Come to the near side, Franco bounces it back up top. Porter spinning around, trying to find some space into the top of the 2-3 zone. Eventually work it to the baseline. Heidi Perry has it dislodged from her, trying to save it, and doing so niftily is Porter as she goes to the foul line. Jumper is on the way out of Perry's hands. She's got 5. 7-4, the Mustangs with the lead in the backcourt. Now eventually breaking it over the time stripe, feeding it to Begay, who has a hard time with the handle, but it's going to roll to Harvey. Save it outside. Pahi try an 18-foot jumper that's up and good. 7-6. The Lobos striking quickly. Mustangs walking it over the time stripe. Again, the 2-3 zone extended outside the arc. Back and forth, Porter looking toward the foul line where Marissa Perry just had that jumper. Instead, she comes to the near side. Landy Crum with her first touch as they go to the baseline, try to square a pass out, but it's instead knocked away, stolen away. Here come the Lobos, looking to try and reclaim a lead, which they had off of the Raylene Harvey 3-ball. She crosses over to the left side, goes over the top of the defense trying to find Begay, but it sails high. Franco with the steal. Crossover to the middle of the floor where she's able to bounce it past to Heidi Perry, who goes underneath to score it. Third Mustang was able to get on the scoreboard, extend the lead out again to 3, nearly in the passing lane, but able to save this one out to Harvey, who starts the offense again left of the lane. Comes to the near side with a right hand, has the dribble poked away, but it rolls fortunately to Ben, who puts up a runner that's no good and out of bounds to the Mustangs. .4:15 to play. Mustangs with a 3-point lead and the basketball. As this one trying to save it off the baseline, off to the far sideline, but it rolls out of play, stops the clock with 4:04 to go. Again, trying to speed things up in the backcourt, but able to break the pressure with the dribble drive and Chateau, but has it taken away from her from behind by Porter. Start the possession now, again going to the middle of the floor, kick it out to the right side, cut off at the block. Franco bounce it outside, 3 on the way from Porter, front rim no good, but her offensive rebound nearly had, though stripped away by Begay. She's going to go cross court in transition, have it with Ben, who wants to go to the left block but loses the dribble, rolls free, taken away there by Landy Crum. Again, a long pass in transition to set up Marissa Perry as she tries to go up and underneath, but is bumped and fouled, I think, before the shot.
24 white. Hit. Come on, son.
Abriana Chateau commits her first personal. A couple of new Lobos coming in. They include Kenzie Bahi and Nevaeh Wilson as the ball is inbounded right at the left block. Perry able to get the catch, the position, put it up no good, but she is bumped and fouled. As that foul is whistled on Jillian Begay. So now 2 quick ones on the Many Farms Lobos, who have put Marissa Perry, who's knocked down a 3-ball, got to the rim, and now scores from the foul line. Has 6 of the 10 points here from the Mustangs. And another one coming up, 3:46 to go, and extending their largest lead here in the very early going. As that one's off the back rim, but Begay was in the key a little bit too early. Jillian Begay is going to provide her with another opportunity as Perry takes her bounces, sizes it up, and delivers. Good. 7 points now as it's thrown over the top. Now streaking up the front court's left side, stopping at the block, but a foul called as she was on the approach. Raylene Harvey before the shot, as the foul is called on Landy Crum, her first, team second. As they'll go underneath the basket, now more toward the baseline's left side. Fake a pass to the right, instead go to the far side. Bahi there with the inbound, gets it to Begay, who's able to turn and finish. Begay has 3, her team's down 3. 3.5 minutes to go, first quarter of play. Second game here that we're covering from the main court, the Round Valley Roundball Shootout. To go to the baseline's left side, penetrate, try to kick it out. Ball rolls free right back to Perry as she's now going to kick it to the outside, and Franco, who puts it up no good, but an offensive rebound had by Marissa Perry, who's doing a little bit of everything. She's tied up, and the jump ball will give it back to Many Farms. And the Mustangs again in the backcourt defensively as they inbound that along the far sideline. Bahi's able to get it up front. Begay goes back to the trailing Bahi, spins around with the right hand. She's going to put up a runner. Oh, it's off the back rim. Rebounds cleared by the Mustangs, and Franco being trailed by Bahi. Pass is deflected off the official and stolen away by Bahi. She's trying to go end to end, but back defensively, and then hitting her on the way up is Franco. I thought a whistle stopped play, but there's another court. So they're going to say that went out of bounds.
Over here, gotta keep going. Gotta keep going.
Hayden Franco checks out. It's now baseline's right side, trying to inbound this one around the defense, but it's knocked away from Ben. She was trying to get a step, couldn't run the baseline, so stolen away. Mustangs have the newly entered Caddy Porter, who goes cross court to the left block. Trying to put that one up on the run is Heidi Perry. It's no good, and the rebound is had by the Lobos, but a traveling violation with a double team in the back court. It's going to give it right back to the Mustangs. 2:27 left, 11-8. MOGOLLON with the turnover. Forced. Now inbound into the backcourt. To the foul line. Marissa Perry couldn't get that one ripped through, and it's knocked away from her and then out of bounds off of her. So exchanging turnovers is checking in Cam Woody, Kira Crosby, and a third. I think that's Adriana Sosi. As this one is going to be again taken away on the inbound by the Mustangs. Reverse it to the right side. Thought about a three. Instead, Porter puts it on the deck. Kick it back out. Mid-range jumpers up from Crum, but it's no good. Rebound is had, but knocked away from Porter. And now stop and play as a traveling violation is whistled on Caddy Porter. 2:05 to go on both sides now, just playing catch with turnovers. Many Farms only down 11-8. It's had a little bit of a harder time hanging on to the basketball. Didn't have the Mustangs. As there, it's nearly taken away again in the backcourt. Saved out to Harvey, who got the scoring started. Goes to the corner where a three is up and on the way from Ben. It's not good. She hits the deck. Meanwhile, on the other side of the floor, Crosby fights for an offensive rebound. Harvey up top. To the foul line where it's dislodged, poked away, stolen away. Porter. She's got a player up front. That's Heidi Perry. She goes to the right of the rim to score. Timeout taken by the Mustangs with 1:39 to go and a 13-8 lead. It's Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at SholoFord.com.
Taking a look here at the most recent transition break coming off of a turnover forced by the Mustangs. Perry has 4 after that finish. And again, after the timeout, they're in the backcourt, frustrating another inbound play. Perry, who just got that 2, able to get the steal and then set up Marissa Perry. Puts that jumper up wide right, but the offensive rebound sets up Caddy Porter. She can't get that to fall, but she's got her own miss up, but it's blocked. Rebound taken by the Lobos, but another turnover in the backcourt. Is this one whipped over to the left block, and Heidi Perry's got another finish at the rim. 15-8. Again, having a hard time getting it beyond the baseline as it's eventually to the middle of the floor. Taken away inside the arc. This time Porter with the steal as she goes end to end, scores it with the right hand on the left side. Turnovers now really mounting for the Lobos as they're trailing 17-8. Manny Farms turns it over again in the backcourt. This time taken away again by Porter, who's again got another finish, and now a double-digit lead for the first time here in the first. 19-8, the Lobos trail. Nearly taken away in it, completing the steal, Landy Crum, but she can't get the finish. Mustangs might have forced somewhere in the neighborhood of 10 turnovers here in the first quarter. As after this most recent one, Heidi Perry's going baseline left. She's got Marissa Perry, breaks in from the three-point line, sets up a 15-foot jumper that she's got down. She now has 9 to lead all scorers. Her team leads 13. Harvey traveled as she was approaching a double team. If it wasn't 10 turnovers forced, it's probably there now. 22 seconds left. If the Mustangs are inclined, they can slow things down and try to play for the last shot here. As they're not inclined, quick inside out look, but going away from the open three-pointer, instead coming to the near side. Caddy Porter goes to the corner, ball fake. Perry tries to go on the attack, but she is upended. Foul called on Kira Crosby. 11 seconds to go and another inbound play after the third team foul whistled on the Lobos. Bounce it in front of the Many Farms bench. Try to go right back to Heidi Perry, who's getting pushed with a hip. Fouls on Cam Woody, her first, fourth team foul, so still no free throws, 8.5 seconds left. Getting an awful lot of opportunities here to try to set up something with the inbound play as they go outside. Porter, touch it off to Perry, spin around, 5 seconds left. Get right back to Porter, who comes to the left wing, catch and shoot there, puts it up short, offensive rebound, doesn't matter, the horn sounds. Ending the first quarter, 21-8, MOGOLLON using the defense to extend a lead. It's Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
White shooter, here we go.
So I think a technical foul was called on MOGOLLON as a Mustangs had inadvertently run a sixth player on the floor.
Yeah, I'm sorry, yeah. Yeah, team technical. Yeah. Two more players. Yeah. What's that? Yeah, 6 players on the court.
Six players on the floor, so the Mustangs issued a team technical foul as Jillian Begay can't connect on the first free throw. Second one is good. She's now 2 of 4 from the free throw line. 21-9, her team trails, and now the Lobos get the turnover and basketball after the technical foul. Bounce it to the right elbow. Chateau trying to go on the attack, but she's tied up. Stay with the Lobos. Mustangs defense right now has been the story as we can take a look at some Ace Hardware keys to the game. They got a 24/7 locksmith. Next time you're locked out of your car, just need a key. Replace any hour of the day or night, any night of the week. Call Ace Hardware in Pine Top, Overguard, and Sholo. It's the Mustangs defense providing pressure. The key here for the Lobos if they want to narrow the gap. Try to hang on to the basketball as they nearly turn it over there, but able to get it to the right block, and a spinning shot put up there by Chateau, but she's bumped and fouled as she missed the rim. Whistle goes on Caddy Porter, her first team foul on either side here in the second. Correction, the technical foul makes that the second team foul. So Abriana Chateau has the first free throw roll off the rim. Trailing 21-9 here in the second quarter. Can't necessarily afford to allow for free throws to be left, or points to be left at the free throw line, as the second one is good. Porter accelerates to the foul line, and Perry travels. So it's not as if the Mustangs haven't been forced into a lot of turnover situations as well. But they've just been taking it away so much more than they've been giving it. As Begay serpentines at the middle of the floor, nearly loses it from behind, but able to save it out to Pahi, who puts a three-point shot that's up and down. A Comfort Fit Dentures three. Makes it 21-13. Back into single digits. And now extending the zone outside the three-point line, skipping it to the left of the lane, nearly poked away, falling on that one, completing the steal is LaVonna Ben, but as she tries to get up and start the attack, she's tied up. The possession arrow this time will keep it with the Mustangs. A couple of MOGOLLON players checking back in. They are Kinsey Porter and Hayden Franco, who are going to replace Liberty McDonald and Caddy Porter. Having never come off the field yet, Heidi Perry goes to Marissa Perry, who likewise is being run out there an awful lot. Her shot's no good, but another offensive rebound. Go to the left block where Perry, quick close out there, stripped away by Begay. So the defense really picking up for Many Farms as they come out of a double team, get it to Begay in the middle of the floor, reverse it to the left side where a traveling violation is called on Ben, who started accelerating before she had put the ball down. That'll get Raylene Harvey back up as she replaces LaVonna Ben, who provided a big spark on the defensive end. 21-13, though, the Lobos are trailing. Long pass toward the zone, get it to Perry, back outside, ball fake from Porter as she goes inside to Perry. That's Heidi Perry who goes back out. Hayden Franco tries a jumper that's not good, but on the pursuit of the rebound, a foul is called. This will be Chateau's second. 6:15 left here in the half, 21-13 as it's inbounded but splits right between Marissa Perry's legs. And just as the Lobos had been very generous in the first quarter, so are the Mustangs. As they set it up in the back court, it's deflected on the inbound. Quick hands by Heidi Perry. Ball's inbounded this time as they get it up front. 2-on-1 opportunity, trying to get an offensive foul. No whistle. Instead, the finish is had that time by Wilson. Her first points trims the deficit to 6. It was a 12-point game, but it's been cut in half. 6 minutes to play in the second quarter. As eventually whipping it around the perimeter, get it to the baseline's left side. Marissa Perry's 10-foot jumper there is good from the short corner. Her first points in the second. She had 9 in the first. Now it's nearly taken away in the backcourt, nearly traveling violation, but able to throw this one out to a leaking Begay, who's able to get the catch and finish. She now has 6 points, and it's again a 6-point game. Lobos have started to adjust to the pressure. As they're going back and forth are the Mustangs with Porter and Perry. Porter starts swinging it to the right side, splits the top, gets this to Marissa Perry, whose jump shot is no good from 5 out, but then pursuing the offensive rebound. Foul is called on one of the Mustangs. This will be the second team foul. Second one on Marissa Perry. So the leading scorer for the Mustangs with 11 now has 2. 5 minutes to go. They're going to keep her out there. Now, an interception, but a big collision with it. As there was Marissa Perry.
23 got fouled. 10 black, push.
And that is on Perry, and that's her third.
10 black, push. Come on, sub.
So that will put Ava Planthold out on the court for the first time. Perry probably going to vacate for the remainder of the half, and her team's going to have to find some offense. So she's got 11 of the 23. Got fouled hard there. Nevaeh Wilson is going to be given a spell. Coming back out for, I believe, is Bahi. Ball's inbounded into the backcourt. Moving to the left side. Jab step there. Nothing for Chateau, so she goes back between the circles. And trying to get this over the top of the defense, looking for Begay, but she's going to have a step ladder to get underneath that one. 4:41 to go. Another turnover for the Lobos, 23-17. That might have only been the second on Perry. She's now into the passing lane. Goes Crum with another turnover in the backcourt, but as she tries to get to the rim, she loses the ball on the way up, and it rolls to the Lobos. So that's a big development. If that's only the second foul on Marissa Perry, she would probably still not be available for most of the second quarter, but not have to lose any aggression in the third. We'll try to clarify. Is now all alone at the left block. Nice catch there from Chateau, but better defense on the recovery from the Mustangs. Loose ball picked up by Franco. Should go side to side with Heidi Perry. And Planthold can't get underneath that one at the corner, so a turnover there for the Mustangs. As Liberty McDonald checks back in, it will give Kinsey Porter a break. After the giveaway, Many Farms, again, trying to get this out of the backcourt. When they're able to do so, they've been able to get some fast break opportunities. As they're getting close to a 10-second count, but able to get it over the time stripe with Harvey. Set it up between the circles. Pahi moves it to the left of the lane, now to the mid-post. Begay, one bounce to her right. Nothing there, but a 3-second violation, as I think Chateau thought that was going up. Planthold doesn't get credited for a turnover there, but the way she was able to body up and prevent Begay from getting a good look caused that 3-second violation. So still a 6-point game. Back on the outside, accelerating from the left to the right. McDonald goes to the right side. Jump shots up and no good. Offensive rebound pursued, but only able to tie up there is Landy Crum. So possession arrow will give it back to the Lobos. 3:29 to go. Still a 6-point game. Neither side has scored in a while. As they come to the near sideline, Pahi picks up the dribble. Ooh, that's dangerously close to over and back, but the pass is going to be intercepted instead by McDonald, going one-on-one in transition, but excellent defense there from Harvey. But it's taken right back by McDonald. Bounce it now toward the baseline's right side, spinning around Crum. Saves it back out McDonald, fakes it to the left, goes to the right, and then back over to Franco. Bounce this one out of bounds. Tough defense on the perimeter there from Kenzie Bahi. Is off the bench for the Lobos comes Adriana Sosi. And a third. Marissa Perry's coming back out as she replaces Landy Crum. So I have her 3 fouls. The official scorers have her with 2. As the ball is deflected on the inbound there by Bahi, keeping it away from the Mustangs as they're trying to use McDonald to get it inbounded. Perry now will come over to the near sideline, and it looks like they're going to try to stack it up and go instead to Perry. So you see how much more fluid the offense is just getting it inbounded with her out there. Is right now being trailed by 2 defenders and eventually bumped and fouled as Franco. Bahi commits her first. That's the 4th team foul. So, nope, that's only the 2nd team foul. Correction. As the ball is inbounded, going on the attack inside the arc is Perry. Back outside, Perry. Franco tries to drop it off on the left block. Planthold can't get a handle on it. It's instead stolen away by Gonzalez. She just checked in. As they set it up near side, 3 on the way from Bahi. It's a comfort fit Dentures 3 as she has it up and good. Her first bucket. Makes it a 3-point game. This was a 12-point lead for MOGOLLON in the first quarter. Perry drops it off, left block. Perry, nothing there, so it's back outside. Reverse it, right side. 3 is up from Franco. Back iron, no good, but there's Marissa Perry with the offensive rebound and put back that's too strong. Rebound's loose. And it's out of bounds to the Lobos. No, we do not. That is Heidi Perry who commits her personal. That is her first 4th team foul. So now the Lobos will be shooting free throws for the rest of the half with 2 minutes and 7 seconds to go. All sorts of players shuttling in and out. That includes Harvey. This ball is inbounded to the far sideline. Bahi nearly has the dribble poked away, but she's able to maintain. Gets toward the left wing, now drops it off left block. Crosby dribbles it back out to the sideline. Takes a look at a cutter, but it's kicked. Under 2 minutes to go. And having to come back outside out. Ball's inbounded to Bahi with the right hand, comes to the near side, drops it off. A little bit late getting there, but Sosi's able to save it. Gets the pass back from the inside. Goes to the corner, and on the attack where it was taken away momentarily, but a tie-up instead gives it back to MOGOLLON after Perry was able to get there.
What's your name? Big Simmons? Thank you. Oh, I thought I did. Casey Fitzsimmons.
Yeah, it was on my thing.
This is 20.
Hey, everyone call it right now. I got 45. I got 3. You take 0, Casey. Okay.
Right back here.
All right. It wasn't just me who missed it. Casey Fitzsimmons checks in for the first time as she's going to set up at the left block. Bounce it outside and really extending the zone and sets up the plant hold, who's wide open after they got the quick pass from the inside and out. She's got a 3-ball. The Comfort Fit Dentures 3 up and good. First points for the Mustangs in quite a while. Make it now 26-20. Been there, forcing a turnover, flashing into the passing lane. Heidi Perry trying to close the half on a flourish. Now 70 seconds left. We're able to get a bucket to extend the lead out to 6, and now looking for a little bit more as they go back to the right side. Plant hold, who just knocked one down from there, so the defense rushes out to her. Back on the outside, Plant Holt got some space, but again, run off the three-point line, so she finds it Franco at the elbow where she tries to kick it out, but it's intercepted and then thrown out of bounds off of McDonald. After forcing the turnover, the Mustangs give it right back. Inbound is nearly taken away and then nearly walking the tightrope, but eventually taken back by Fitzsimmons. Her pass nearly off of one of her teammates' feet. There's a player in the backcourt, so the Mustangs have numbers if they can hurry, but rushing back in play is Crosby. Planthold trying to go on the attack along the baseline, but she's tripped up and tumbles after tangling up with Gonzalez. That's the third team foul and the first on Gonzalez. So just go to the baseline to inbound with 36 seconds. Leading 6, but able to force turnovers on the last 2 defensive possessions, and now a wide open 3 opportunity here for Porter, but she puts it off the side iron. Rebound fought for by Fitzsimmons. Saves it out to Perry. 25 seconds left as they go toward the foul line. The pass was a little bit of a short hop. Porter couldn't handle it. Now streaking up front, Bahi gets to the right of the rim to score. 26-22, 12 seconds left. They come to the near side, 5 seconds, get it up top, going to catch and shoot that one quick. Opportunity for an offensive rebound if they can get it back up and good from, no, it falls, but no good. Planthold just couldn't elevate in time, and it'll end the half with a big burst from Many Farms, which was down 12, and will go into the locker room just trailing 26-22. Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. Arno. I might not be comfortable on the basketball court, but I promise, at Comfort Fit Dentures, you'll feel comfortable, always.
Comfort Fit Dentures has dentures starting at $499 with payment plans, and they have 2 labs, meaning you get your dentures in days instead of weeks. Call Comfort Fit Dentures today to schedule a free exam and x-ray. 928-888-0002. 928-888-0002.
Want to go skiing or snowboarding? Visit our friendly Honda Outdoor Sports. We offer skis, snowboards, and helmet rentals, custom footbeds, ski and snowboard repairs, as well as retail shopping for your snow gear, goggles, beanies, snow tubing, and even ice fishing supplies. We have all you need to prepare you for the outdoors. We welcome you to Honda Outdoor Sports, located 1 mile west of the casino.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at SholoFord.com. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint now has 3 locations to serve you: Snowflake, Lakeside, and now Sholo. And with over 85 years combined experience in auto glass and over 40 years of combined experience in window tint, you can trust the experts at Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint with your vehicle. Call them today.
Just call 536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
Welcome to Horn Auto Center. Gobble up all of these savings with our Black Friday deals going on all month long, like our very last 2024 2500 Chevy Duramax, $7,000 off, and we have a half-ton 2024 four-wheel drive crew cab RST, $12,200 off. Come on over to Horn Auto Center on the Deuce of Clubs or go to hornauto.com. We are the GMC Chevy store that saved you more.
Northland Pioneer College is cheering for you on and off the field. Secure a win by enrolling in college courses at NPC. Earn college credits in high school, learning new skill or trade. Complete classes that will transfer to any Arizona university. NPC has 3 new bachelor's degree programs and over 100 associate degrees, certificates, and areas of study to choose from. The playing field for your future is wide open. Take a shot and score big by enrolling in classes at NPC. Northland Pioneer College. Your journey starts here.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We've recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
The Honda Ski and Outdoor Sports Store halftime show for the best selection of hiking, camping, hunting, and fishing gear. Go to the Honda Ski and Outdoor Store, north of Pine Top on Highway 260, just before you get to the Honda Casino. Story in the first quarter was many farms' inability to handle MOGOLLON's defensive pressure in the backcourt. Lots of turnovers. I had speculated that there were about 10. But making an adjustment, and especially defensively, as Marissa Perry picked up 3 fouls, had 11 points when she had done so, and when she left, lid really descended on the basket for the Mustangs, who went more than a few minutes without points and allowed a 12-point lead to become a 3-point lead. Knocked down a 3-pointer as Ava Plantholt was being dared to shoot, and she successfully did so. Knocked that down to make it momentarily a 4-point game. But the biggest difference as far as how they've been able to pursue opportunities through the pressure in the backcourt, the Lobos have found a variety of especially bigger players been able to get up front and then knock down buckets to trim the deficit, but the biggest factor has been hanging on to the basketball, as they have a bunch of players making a huge impact when we look ahead to potential Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint player of the game. Marissa Perry, can they continue to get her the ball and a little bit of space in the interior? Can she remain out there? She's got 3 personal fouls. That'll be the biggest factors determining who's going to win this one, as it's 26-22. MOGOLLON with the lead, but the Lobos have made it tight here at halftime, as this is the Honda Ski and Outdoor Sports Store halftime report. For the best selection of hiking, camping, hunting, and fishing gear, go to the Honda Ski and Outdoor Store north of Pine Top on Highway 260, just before you get to the Honda Casino. We'll start the third quarter after this. It's Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com.
This has been iTalk 1067's presentation of the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store halftime show.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at SholoFord.com.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Hi, I'm Dr. Arno. I might not be comfortable on the basketball court, but I promise, at Comfort Fit Dentures, you'll feel comfortable, always.
Comfort Fit Dentures has dentures starting at $499 with payment plans, and they have 2 labs, meaning you get your dentures in days instead of weeks. Call Comfort Fit Dentures today to schedule a free exam and x-ray. 928-888-0002. 928-888-0002.
You know what? It's the Northland Pioneer College tip-off of the second half when it's time to tip off your college education. Do it at your hometown college with the lowest tuition in the state. Now offering bachelor's degree programs in education and business. And we send our sincerest apologies to NPC for failing to holler at them over the first 1.5 ball games. There's so many, though, here at the Round Valley Roundball Shootout. They're gonna get it. They're gonna get it. As moving from the right to the left, the Lobos start the second half with the basketballs. Begay travels to start the affair. 11 seconds in, and the third quarter beginning as the first quarter played. Turning it over, trailing 4. Mustangs trying to get Marissa Perry freed up as she's got 3 personals, but she sets it up at the foul line as they instead go to the block. Heidi Perry tries to go on the attack, but she's denied. Eventually reverse it. Now right elbow. Perry looked like she wanted to jump that up, instead had it stripped away. And now still in the backcourt nearly, and a double dribble there called on Harvey, who had tried to use the fork to get that thing under possession and instead nearly went out of bounds with it and then grabbed it and started dribbling again. Another turnover after forcing a turnover, so 2 quick turnovers in the first 30 seconds here for the Lobos. Trailing 4 on the defensive end. Perry comes to the right of the lane. 3 on the way from Porter, but it's short. Rebound goes out of bounds. So is there a foul called? A foul is called. It's on Hayden Franco. So 7:21 to go, and both sides having a hard time hanging on to the ball. Combined 4 turnovers in the first 40 seconds. Trying to whip a pass to the interior. How about 5 turnovers in the first minute? Now, let's make it 6. It's both defenses really picking up the intensity. Got a bucket there for Chateau as it's again whipped out of bounds, but it will nope. It's going to go over to the Lobos, who just got a tough bucket there from Abriana Chateau. And now, as both sides have been handing over lots of turnovers, there's nearly another one taken away by the Mustangs, but held on to by the Lobos, trying to penetrate inside the arc. Begay forced to go back outside. Harvey between the rings. Ben up and down with the dribble. Now bounce it toward the foul line. Forced back outside. Pahi, she tries to find a cutter. Instead, it's out of bounds, deflected by one of the Mustangs. They've had busy hands on both sides. getting lots of deflections as Harvey's going to check out, Raylene Harvey. Ball's inbounded to Bahi as she tries to go inside. It's instead stolen away, taken away again by the Mustangs, but nearly given right back. But tough pocket pass was eventually had by Heidi Perry, but she's going to get bumped and fouled with some lower body contact. Whistle goes against LaVonna Ben. Her first team foul, and to the free throw line goes Heidi Perry. Got the first one up and good. Is checking back in for the Lobos, Nevaeh Wilson. She replaces Ben. Perry converts them both. Gets the lead back out to 4. It was a 12-point lead for the Mustangs in the first quarter as they're starting right, attacking left, going all the way to the foul line, then back out to Begay with Bahi. And now all alone as she goes on the attack, goes through some contact. It's a tough shot there, finished by Wilson. Get the lead back down to 2. Mustangs now with the deflection on the outside, but a quick recovery there by Marissa Perry. Double team on the outside, nearly knocked away, and eventually a foul is going to be called. I think that goes against Chateau. That's her third. Yes, it is. So she's quickly replaced. Back on the floor, Kara Crosby. Inbounded to Perry. Goes right back to a cutting Perry. Off the glass, she scores it. Heidi Perry getting it from Marissa Perry. She now has 10 points. As the two Perrys have combined to score 21 of the 30. Bahi, no, that's Begay trying to go with the left hand. Can't get that one to fall, fighting for the offensive rebound, and then doing so with a little too much aggression. Is the foul eventually called on Jillian Begay? That's her second. 5:13 to go, 30-26. Mustangs allowed Begay to take a really good look, but couldn't get the finish. So now up 4 with the basketball, get to the foul line, then back out. Perry to Perry, put that one up short. Rebounds tipped out of bounds by Crum. It'll go to the Lobos. Many Farms continue to emphasize, had fallen down by 12, but then fought back to a 2-point game a couple of times. Right now trailing 4 as Bahi hurries into the front court, starts angling to the right, fake a pass to the outside. As she goes up, she's knocked down. And she'll go to the free throw line here. After the whistle goes against Heidi Perry, that's her second. So Kenzie Bahi, she has 5 points and can't make it 6. At the free throw line for 2. As the second one is up and good. In the backcourt, got a trap waiting at the foul line, but broken that. Get it to the middle as Perry goes toward the baseline. Eventually feed it to the outside where a long 2 is put up by Landy Crum. Her first bucket gets the lead back out to 5. Now beating the pressure up the floor. Bahi again sets up on the left wing to the trailing Begay. Behind her and eventually taken away momentarily. McDonald is on the floor where she's tied up. Possession arrow will give it to the Mustangs. So Liberty McDonald able to get down and tie up Begay, force the turnover. There's been an awful lot of those on both sides here in the third quarter. It was a 2-point game a handful of times with Mustangs lead 5 as they go to Perry. Quick catch and shoot inside the foul line. It's a little bit too strong, and the rebound is out of bounds to the Lobos.
Full timeout.
Timeout taken by MOGOLLON, leading 32-27, 4:24 to go in the third. It's Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com.
Want to go skiing or snowboarding? Visit our friendly Honda Outdoor Sports. We offer skis, snowboards, and helmet rentals, custom footbeds, ski and snowboard repairs, as well as retail shopping for your snow gear, goggles, beanies, snow tubing, and even ice fishing supplies. We have all you need to prepare you for the outdoors. We welcome you to Honda Outdoor Sports, located 1 mile west of the casino.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
4:24 to go, third quarter, 32-27. MOGOLLON leading on the defensive end as it's going to be inbounded at the baseline by Gonzalez. Got a trap waiting for Harvey as she's being trailed by 2 Mustangs. Goes back to the right side, nearly losing that one. Bahi, and eventually out of bounds, but it'll stay with the Lobos. That was a real tough look there from 3 different MOGOLLON players. As Harvey this time able to dribble outside and nearly over and back there after she was able to get the pass up front to Woody. Woody now from the corner near side wants to go to the left block in Gonzalez, but it's knocked out of bounds. Stay with Many Farms, just over 4 minutes to go in the third, 32-27. Mustangs lead and are bringing Fitzsimmons back. Played the last couple minutes of the first half and made a big impact, especially chasing those loose balls as she's going to replace Marissa Perry. Right back to the inbounding Woody as she turns over the right shoulder but can't hit it with a left hand. Rebounds cleared by Heidi Perry as she's serpentining up around all sorts of different Lobos, and then once a runner on the left side can't hit the rim, but the rebound is out of bounds and will stick with, no, it's going to go to Many Farms. Ball's inbounded to a hard cut. Now right back to Bahi as she's trying to outrun 4 different Mustangs and eventually get the loose ball back. McDonald dives at it. Now completes the steal. Heidi Perry's got Crum on the right side. She hills up and just gets it back to a trailing Franco who can't get the drop. And now Bahi has the loose ball, but eventually out of bounds after it was stripped away again by 3 different Mustangs. It looks like Landy Crum might have got hit in the face. Lavonna Ben just checked back in as it's deflected after the inbound. Stolen away McDonald, goes to the right block through the paint and eventually find Perry. Back outside, Fitzsimmons who tries to go to the corner, but it's taken away this time by Ben. Harvey trapped in the backcourt but able to throw it across the time stripe to Ben, and now along the far side where 3 is up on the way from Wilson. Over the rim, no good. And the rebound goes out of bounds, I believe last touch by Many Farms. 3:05 to go, 32-27. The Lobos trail as Gonzalez and Woody were able to stay out there and give a couple of players a quick break, especially Begay. I think that's the first time she's been off the floor. Long pass to the corner. Plantholt has her pass intercepted by Begay. Right back out there making an impact as she clears it out. Had by Harvey. Goes to the right of the lane to a running Wilson who puts it up no good, but she's bumped and fouled. Lobos haven't been able to score much in the third quarter, just 5 points, but MOGOLLON only been able to score a little bit more. Go.
I have 2, I think.
First free throw is not good from Wilson. Is that one also off the back rim, but pursuing the loose ball and having the rebound, Chateau goes to the right block. Begay off the front lip, won't fall, and there Planthold clears it. Mustangs able to get the stop and the rebound. Perry now into the front court as she comes to the near sideline to the trailing Porter. Right back over to Perry as they clear it out. Planthold double teamed. And a little bit of a reach there, going to be whistled against the Lobos, and Begay, that's her third. So foul trouble on each side as Marissa Perry has 3, but she had it in the second quarter. Begay just picked up number 3. 2:25 to go, 32-27. Mustangs lead with the basketball. Quick touch back out, Planthold. 18-foot jumpers up off the side iron. Rebounds pursued. Had by Fitzsimmons as she tries to walk the tightrope. She does indeed walk and is called for traveling. 2:15 to go. Get the ball inbounded to the middle. One bounce. Slam on the brakes there, Chateau. And over the time stripe with a long pass to Ben. Tacks inside the arc before circling back out. Working to the right side where Wilson brings it back over. Outside this time. Perimeter touch for Begay as she splits two defenders, but does so by dragging her pivot foot. Another turnover. Minute and 55 seconds left in the third quarter. 32-27. Mogollon with the basketball in the lead. The Mustangs have led throughout. Had a 12-point first quarter lead that has 2 or 3 times been trimmed to 12. Ball is in the interior, but intercepted by Begay. Works it to the far sideline before she starts the half-court offense. Back with Harvey. Comes to the near side, and Ben, who's on the attack, but travel. Minute and a half to play as Begay replaced by Angel Gonzalez. Trotting into the front court, Porter. Goes to the foul line. Fitzsimmons back outside. McDonald from the left to the right. Double dribble.
Full timeout. Full timeout, Black. Full timeout, Black.
Mogollon will take another timeout here with a minute and 19 seconds left in the third. 32-27 it leads in Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com.
Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint now has 3 locations to serve you. Snowflake, Lakeside, and now Sholo. And with over 85 years combined experience in auto glass and over 40 years of combined experience in window tint, you can trust the experts at Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint with your vehicle. Call them today.
Just call 536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
Welcome to Horn Auto Center. Gobble up all of these savings with our Black Friday deals going on all month long, like our very last 2024 2500 Chevy Duramax, $7,000 off, and we have a half-ton 2024 four-wheel drive crew cab RST, $12,200 off. Come on over to Horn Auto Center on the Deuce of Clubs or go to hornauto.com. We are the GMC Chevy store that saved you more.
Fitzsimmons runs into the front court where a pass was errant and able to take that away. Lots of turnovers here in the third quarter from both sides as Perry whips a pass a little bit too tall for Caddy Porter. So that'll be another turnover. Given right back, 64 seconds left here in the third, 32-28. The Mustangs have led throughout. Harvey gets the inbound, goes right back over to Chateau as he now finds Ben, who gets held up momentarily by a trap near the midcourt line. Still able to get into the front court. Harvey was open after an inside-out pass. Go right back over to Ben, who's going to try from the corner. It's not good. Harvey trying to get an offensive rebound as it rolls out of bounds and will stay with Many Farms. 32-28 is still the Mogollon advantage. Both sides having a hard time hanging onto the ball, and now over the last couple of minutes having a hard time finding points as Harvey takes one step inside the arc, goes back outside Ben, right wing. Try to force a pass on the entry, but deflected by 2 or 3 Mustangs and then eventually tied up. Possession arrow will keep it with the Lobos as off the bench trots Pahi and Bahi. Inbounding baseline right, Chateau. Gets it to the right side, then whip a pass to the left where Harvey was open from 18, just off the side of the rim. Rebound is pulled down by Fitzsimmons, and she's tied up. Possession arrow will give it right back now to the Mustangs, who have had a hard time finding points, but so have the Lobos. As there's 20 seconds left, deflected after hurrying it over the midcourt line. It'll be still Mogollon's basketball, 18 seconds left. Inbounded to Porter. She's playing catch with Perry. Now get it to Fitzsimmons, who tried to get it to a cutting Perry, but it's instead rolling free and eventually taken away by the Lobos. 7 seconds, they can hurry. Harvey at midcourt, 4 seconds. Goes to the top of the key, to the left side where 3 is on the way, just off the back rim. It's not good, and that's how the third quarter ends. 32-28, 1 period to play here in the second of our ball games at the Round Valley Roundball Shootout. MOGOLLON leading Many Farms 32-28 at Show Low Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com.
Northland Pioneer College is cheering for you on and off the field. Secure a win by enrolling in college courses at NPC. Earn college credits in high school, learn a new skill or trade. Complete classes that will transfer to any Arizona university. NPC has 3 new bachelor's degree programs and over 100 associate degrees, certificates, and areas of study to choose from. The playing field for your future is wide open. Take a shot and score big by enrolling in classes at NPC. Northland Pioneer College. Your journey starts here.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We've recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
(32-28). MOGOLLON going into the final quarter, leading Many Farms. See a report that the Yankees just traded for the Milwaukee Brewers closer Devin Williams. He's been rumored to be a top target for the Dodgers. Means they're going to have to open the pocketbook for Tanner Scott. More to come here from the Round Valley Roundball Shootout. It's the Major League Baseball hot stove, too, as they're freed up for a 3-point shot on the far side. Pahi can't connect. Rebounds controlled by the Mustangs. Got Marissa Perry back out there. She's been playing in foul trouble since the second quarter. As Heidi Perry goes to the near side, long 2 taken by Planthold, but as it was elevated, a foul is going to send it in the other direction. I think they got Fitzsimmons. Hustling over into the front court's left. Harvey reverses it right side. 3 on the way from Ben. She's got it down. A Comfort Fit Dentures 3 has made it a 2-point game. No, it's made it a 1-point game, that Comfort Fit Dentures 3. Nearly taken away in the back court, 32-31. And now a timeout taken by MOGOLLON right before the 10-second violation. 32-31, the Mustangs have a narrow lead. 7:17 to go at Show Low Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Show Low Ford. Show Low Ford has the best deals. Not only does Show Low Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Show Low Ford sells the best at the best price. Show Low Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at showlowford.com.
7:17 to go, and the Mustangs only have one more timeout. 1-point lead. Get this one inbounded toward the center circle. Fitzsimmons uses a dribble to go into all sorts of traffic, and then 3 players converge on the basketball, knocking Heidi Perry down. She's fouled by Shamira Pahi. That's just her first, but the first team foul on Many Farms. It's the Mustangs. Perry double teamed at the corner, and now getting into the passing lane is Harvey.
Come on. Grace, who am I going for?
Porter, Caddy Porter, going to check in and replace Fitzsimmons. Heidi Perry looking to inbound, goes back between the circles and gets it right back. Playing catch right now with McDonald. Trying to go to the left elbow, and Marissa Perry, who has her pass taken away. Jump ball eventually called as 3 players tie each other up. Possession arrow will keep it with Mustangs. 6:59 to go. The lead is just 1. I think Many Farms led 2-0. Maybe 5-4. But since then, it's been all Mustangs. Had a 12-point lead in the first quarter. This is the closest it's been since it might have been 5-4. Is there Marissa Perry with a nice cut. Can't get the first, trying to pursue her own miss, but it's eventually, no, it's not. It rolls right back to Marissa Perry, who's able to get that one thrown in. Her first point since early in the second quarter. Extends the lead back out to 3, but just a one-possession game. 6:36 to go as Harvey gets into the front court straight away. Moves it off to the left side. Begay ball fake, attacks to the baseline. Right-handed shot is up and good after she had to take it all the way down. 1-point game again as the pass goes behind Perry. It's loose, tied up, and will go to the Lobos, who have the basketball with a chance to take a lead. 6:16 to go. Both sides have had a hard time hanging on to the basketball. Right now, MOGOLLON is being victimized by it far more. This ball is inbounded to Harvey, and here come the Lobos looking to try to take their first lead as Begay's inside and out. Ben steps to the right. 3 is on the way. It's down. A Comfort Fit Dentures 3 for LaVonna Ben, her second here in the fourth. And it's a 2-point lead for the Lobos. Now deflected in the backcourt, taken away by Bahi. Try to bounce it toward Harvey, but right back into the passing lane goes McDonald. Marissa Perry forced to go back to Heidi Perry, who throws a pass out of bounds, but as she does, she's fouled by Harvey. Second team foul, first on Harvey. Back to the scorers table comes Landy Crum, but she didn't get there in time, so starting the offense with Perry, trying to go to a cutting Perry, but the pass is too high. Going to replace Planthold. Now trailing on the defensive end, the Mustangs looking to try to get a stop. As the Lobos, got to send them an awful lot of credit. Looked like the Mustangs were going to run and hide after Marissa Perry particularly had 11 points in the very early going, but she got foul trouble, couldn't get back into the rhythm offensively. Is there another jump ball? 2 players go down, 1, no, they're both okay. They've wrestled a 2-point lead back. This is matching their largest lead as it was at 2-0. As Perry going side to side with Porter. Porter trying to use the dribble to get it back over to Perry. Correction, that's McDonald who nearly has it taken away. She is having a hard time finding anybody as she's eventually tied up, and it's turned over right back to Many Farms. It ought to be noted, Hayden Franco was over here taping up one of her hands. I think it was her right hand. We can give you a little Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center injury report because she hasn't been out for much of the second quarter or second half. And without her out there, it seems as if the Mustangs have had a little bit of a harder time really setting up the offense, but they're getting a hand in the passing lane. McDonald with the turnover, trying to come to the near sideline, but the Lobos are back defensively. Get it to the trail and then back outside. Long 2 is on the way from Marissa Perry. It's over the rim, no good. Rebounds pulled down by Ben. Get it up front, Bahi, but in the way are 2 Perrys, and then knock it out of bounds. That might come back to the Mustangs. 4:46 to go. Nobody has scored in a couple of minutes. It will be MOGOLLON's basketball. As it's deflected in the backcourt, nearly stolen now, effectively stolen. Taken back over to Harvey, left of the lane to the left block. High shot, misses everything, but the loose ball's picked up by Begay. She can't get it up. Rebound is loose. 3 players are down. 4 players are down. Eventually, a jump ball is called. Bent backwards there was Landy Crum. She looked like she already, I think, had one hit her in the face. She was having a hard time blinking out there. She is all breaking to the bucket, but they can't find her. Instead, it's turned over near the midcourt line, but taken right back by Heidi Perry. Up front in the middle, Marissa Perry fires a pass, but right through Crum's hands. Okay, here comes Franco. She does have her middle 2 fingers taped up. She doesn't look like she is too confident in that right arm. She's got that at a 90-degree angle right over the waist. 2 fingers taped up there. As they're going on the attack, Begay fouled in so doing. Foul's called on Perry. That's her 4th. Begay going to try to extend a 2-point lead. This matches the largest advantage that Many Farms has had. As the first is up and good, 3-point lead as coming back in. Just pulling Hayden Franco back out. Liberty McDonald also removed. In for the first time is Taylor Reedhead. Second free throw is not good. So down 3. But having to play with one of the primary scorers in foul trouble and the point guard. Doesn't look like she is confident in her right hand and or arm as they go to the foul line. Perry can't get the shot up and good, but the rebound is had on the follow-up. Landy Crum's able to put it up and in, just her 4th point, but she's going to try to tie it after the foul is called on Wilson. That's her first, but the 3rd team foul now on Many Farms. And Landy Crum sizing up and attempting the 3-point play. It's all sorts of rim glass, no good. Perry goes over the top trying to get the rebound and then hustling to try to force it back in play. Reedhead fires it off of one of the Lobos, and I think it's going to be MOGOLLON basketball. Nevaeh Wilson just checked out. Inbound this one to the short corner, then right back to Perry, who's over the top. No bucket, but she's bumped and fouled, and now shooting free throws for the duration will be MOGOLLON as that foul's on Begay. That's her 4th. So both teams have an important player with 4 personals. Baseline right side, Heidi Perry comes to Marissa Perry, tries to do a pump fake, but travels. So still trailing 1 after all that, but did get the Lobos 1 foul away from the penalty. 3:29 to go. Many Farms had been trailing for almost the entirety of the basketball game, took a 3-point lead. Now trying to get it back as they start the offense on the far side with Bahi. Goes inside Begay, right at the rim, can't get the finish. Rebound is momentarily had by the Lobos and then taken away by guess who? Landy Crum, who's been back out there. She had a putback and nearly a 3-point play, and now is able to get in the passing lane and will come up to shoot some free throws as that's the 5th foul whistled against Many Farms. Bahi's 2nd. Crum, who just got the 2nd bucket in the 4th quarter for MOGOLLON on her offensive rebound, now trying to convert a couple of free throws as she has the first one up short. Lead remains 1 for the Lobos. This one trying to tie. Second on the way. That's off the front rim. Won't fall. Perry again flirting with her 5th personal, but can't do more than knock the rebound out of bounds. Many Farms commits his 5th personal, but still has the lead. 3 minutes and 10 seconds to play. Harvey into the front court, straight away. Bounces this one intended for Begay, but it was a short hop and stolen away again by Crum as she goes to the left of the lane. Perry catch finishes. She's got 13. Correction, she has 15, and the Mustangs again with the lead. 2:50 to go, 1-point deficit being faced by the Lobos. Again trying to go into the interior. It was tipped, but had by Begay. She gets that up in all sorts of traffic. Can't finish, but there's Harvey with the loose ball. Another opportunity for the Lobos as Harvey run off the 3-point line. Goes back between the circles. Bahi thought about a 3. Instead she goes on the attack. Misses everything, and it's out of bounds on the rebound to the Mustangs. Back in comes Abriana Chateau as she replaces Harvey. Many Farms fought back from 12 down. Took a 3-point lead, but primarily the hustle plays from Landy Crum have made it a 1-point advantage as she's now underneath the basket. Instead, they're going to go back out to the corner far side. Send it inside the arc straight away. Porter goes to the right side, and Crum no good there, but there Perry with the offensive rebound. Marissa Perry turns over the right shoulder, can't get the finish, but she'll go to the free throw line. Many Farms really had to ratchet up the defensive intensity to try to make the comeback as the 4th foul is called on Chateau. But in so doing now, lots of whistles, sending lots of Mustangs to the free throw line. MOGOLLON hasn't been able to convert yet. But Perry, who's been able to hit 2 free throws in the 1st quarter, can't get the first. So, I believe for 3. here in the fourth quarter from the charity stripe are the Mustangs. As Perry, who's the leading scorer on both sides, puts that one up and good to make it a 2-point game. She had 9 in the first quarter. She has 5 in the fourth. Her team's leading 2, and a timeout's taken by Many Farms with 2 minutes and 11 seconds to go. 39-37, the Lobos have the basketball, but are down. It's Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN. When you think glass, think Deemer's.
You've been there waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain sports.
39-37, the Mustangs lead with 2 minutes and 11 seconds to go. Many Farms just called a timeout after losing a 3-point lead. Offense is dried up as moving to the right, to the left of the lane. Oh, but now traveling on the outside, coming out of a timeout and an unforced error. LaVonna Ben gives it back as now Harvey off the bench. She and Ben have been coming in and out for one another, trying to stay a little bit more energetic. Mustangs, even though they're playing with a wounded Franco, is that one trying to enter into the high post, but it's taken away by the Lobos. And back to the left of the lane. Harvey on the attack to the block, to the rim, puts it up too strong. Rebound fought for by 2 players, tied up, and will remain with the Lobos. Minute and 48 seconds left, time becoming a bit of an issue, especially factoring in how difficult it's become for the Lobos to score. On the outside, Bahi was freed up. Instead, they go to Harvey on the block, and she's knocked down. We'll go to the foul line. Fouled in the act of shooting. That's just the third. But also the third personal on Heidi Perry. So Marissa Perry has 4, Heidi Perry has 3. And Hayden Franco hasn't played much in the second half after hurting her hand and arm, as the first foul shot is good. Up from Raylene Harvey. That one rolls off the rim, so a 1-point game, and it's out of bounds to the Mustangs on the rebound. Minute and 45 seconds left. 4 players in the back court for the Lobos as it comes to Heidi Perry. A couple of bounces, comes to the near side. Now trying to accelerate along the sideline where the trap's waiting for her, throwing it over the top of it. Porter's able to get it to Marissa Perry, now trying to go on the attack, but it's deflected on the entry pass and eventually stolen away to Begay, but taken right back by Perry. Go to the left block. Heidi Perry off the window to score. 41-38. Minute and 20 seconds left. Harvey accelerates to the right side, to the block, high off the glass. It's not good. Rebounds loose and eventually taken by the Mustangs. Heidi Perry's now trying to outrun 2 Lobos. She's joined by Reedhead, but now wisely going to circle it back out. Up front, where it's nearly thrown away, but Marissa Perry able to save it. Now into the passing lane and using his final timeout. MOGOLLON leads 41-38 with 1 minute to go. It's Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. Arno. I might not be comfortable on the basketball court, but I promise, at Comfort Fit Dentures, you'll feel comfortable. Always.
Comfort Fit Dentures has dentures starting at $499 with payment plans, and they have 2 labs, meaning you get your dentures in days instead of weeks. Call Comfort Fit Dentures today to schedule a free exam and x-ray. 928-888-0002. 928-888-0002.
1 minute to go, 41-38. It's been back and forth in the fourth quarter after the Mustangs had a 12-point lead in the first. Now inbounded and reverse up to the top of the key, and Porter, who goes to the far side. Crum on the attack, off the glass, no good. Marissa Perry with the putback, it's not good. Third opportunity is up and in. 5-point game, might have just iced it. 40 seconds left. Many Farms hasn't scored but 1 point in the last 3 or 4 minutes. To the baseline and eventually up and underneath. Wild shots not good, but Gay with the putback. Now that's the one thing that the Mustangs ought not do. As a foul is called on Crum. That's her second, but it was in the act of shooting, so an opportunity to trim the 5-point deficit with the clock stopped. Begay at the free throw line. First is good. Second one's off the back rim, trying to get the rebound, nearly doing so, but it's out of bounds and will go right back to the Mustangs, who have a 4-point lead, 33 seconds left. Figure that the Lobos got to try and get a steal, and then all alone inside, but then deflected, but fouled in the process. This Landy Crum was jumping around trying to show everybody how open she was, as you can see on the replay there, but the 4 players who matter didn't see it in time. Doesn't turn out to matter much, as Marissa Perry, who's done a nice job navigating foul trouble, only had 2 points in the second and third quarters. She's up there with 18. Trying to, again, put this closer to the deep freeze as she hits the first free throw. Neither side shot particularly well from the free throw line. Hits them both. Get the lead back out to 6. Under 30 seconds to go. Gotta hurry. Going to take a timeout with 27 seconds left. Trailing 6. The Lobos will inbound, needing to score fast. It's Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com.
Want to go skiing or snowboarding? Visit our friendly Honda Outdoor Sports. We offer skis, snowboards, and helmet rentals, custom footbeds, ski and snowboard repairs, as well as retail shopping for your snow gear, goggles, beanies, snow tubing, and even ice fishing supplies. We have all you need to prepare you for the outdoors. We welcome you to Honda Outdoor Sports, located 1 mile west of the casino.
27 seconds left, 6-point game. Lobos are going to have to probably play for a 3. This ball is inbounded, going back toward the center circle in Pahi, but now extending the defense and now taking the way on the perimeter. Heidi Perry, who's circling around in the backcourt, bounces it toward the midcourt line, gets it right back, and now to the right block where Crum was open, just as she was before, but this time she can't hang on to it, but I don't think it matters because they took about 20 seconds off the clock. 45-39, still got the lead. They're coming back on the defensive side. Reminder that our next game is going to start late. Morenci and Alchese. Boys basketball as a effort to try to get the passing lane with a little bit of a Ronaldo-like kick. Instead, it's going to be the 5th team foul. So Harvey to the free throw line, needing to hit them both, and then they need to get a quick steal. Morenci and Alchese, boys basketball, coming up on the main court of the Round Valley Roundball Shootout after this. But there's still 10 seconds to go. Stranger things have happened. Second is off the front rim, rebounds loose, and tracked down by Bahi. 6 seconds, having a hard time getting a shot up to the left block. It's up short. There's Heidi Perry, who's tied up. The possession arrow. We'll give it to MOGOLLON with under 2 seconds to go. They probably just need to get this thing inbounded as they throw it into the front court. Crum's got it, and that's how it's going to end. 45-40, the Mustangs lose a 12-point lead, but hold on to get the W. As we can quickly take a look at the Demers glass shattering glass man of the game. You know what I'm going to do there is I'm going to say Heidi Perry, because she and Landy Crum, especially in the fourth quarter, were coming up with loose balls, especially when they needed to get a stop, and then Landy Crum getting to the glass to get the lead nearly back with the three-point play when they were down 3. So they're going to be the glass women of the game. The Horn Auto Center drive of the game over the course of the third and fourth quarters. Many Farms was able to erase a 12-point deficit at one point, take a lead. That was extensive. It was done while the Mustangs were playing a little bit banged up, but they were able to take the lead back and force the Mustangs to respond. But the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint player of the game, Marissa Perry, who finishes with 19 points, is she far and away the leading scorer. Wasn't able to do much in the second and third quarters because she was playing through all sorts of foul trouble, but she's able to recover and make the big plays as the game was winding down. She, the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint player of the game. I'm going to try to start the next one up here in just a moment, so don't go too far, as it's going to be Morency and Altuve coming up next at Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com.
This has been Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 KNKI Pinetop and iTalk1067.com. Brought to you in part by Northland Pioneer College, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Demers Glass, Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center, Horn Auto Center, Honda Ski and Outdoor Sports, and Comfort Fit Dentures. This broadcast has been a copyrighted production of iTalk 1067 and Country Mountain Airwaves, a Kopaniki communication station. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or use of this broadcast without the express written consent of iTalk 1067 or Country Mountain Airwaves is strictly prohibited. For more information on this game and other games around the region, go to iTalk1067.com.